In this video, I will show you a simple way of determining the boiling point of a liquid. In the test tube, I have a small amount of methanol. That's the liquid I'm going to determine the boiling point of in this case. And I have clamped a thermometer into a handy double burette clamp. It's just a nice way of holding the thermometer in a vertical position. And I'm going to move the thermometer so that it goes down into the test tube with the liquid in it. And notice that the bulb is above the level of the liquid, not actually touching the level. And you want to situate the test tube and the thermometer in such a way that the thermometer doesn't actually touch the glass of the test tube at any point. You want the bulb to be just located above the level of the liquid but not touching it. You also need to make sure that there are some boiling chips in the liquid. So I'm simply going to take a few boiling chips, which are just pieces of inert material. Don't affect the liquid at all except to provide a jagged surface for bubbles to form on. I'm just going to add them right into the liquid in the test tube. There are the boiling chips in the bottom of the... Now, this may seem a little odd because methanol, as many organic solvents are, is flammable, and yet I'm going to use a Bunsen burner to heat it. I'm going to light my Bunsen burner. I'm going to adjust it so the flame is very small. In other words, close the holes at the bottom of the test tube down so that the flame is cool, and tighten down the gas so that the flame itself is very small. I'm going to, again, holding the Bunsen burner not hot near the bottom or even on the barrel, only hot at the tip, so you don't want to touch that. But that makes it very convenient for simply placing the flame close to the bottom of the liquid, and you may notice that the bubbles are starting to form. As they do, I'm going to pull the flame out so it doesn't bubble too vigorously at any one time. That's the beauty of the Bunsen burner, is that you can move it in and out so that you can control the boiling. And you may notice that there is a drop beginning to form on the bottom of the thermometer. The liquid isn't actually touching the thermometer, but the vapors are going up and condensing on the thermometer. And if I don't heat it too much, the vapors will stay right in the test tube and will never go out the top of the test tube, and therefore won't catch on fire. It is important, though, that you don't boil it too much. If you boil it too much, the vapors will escape out the top of the test tube and may catch on fire from the Bunsen burner. But while the liquid is boiling, you can read the thermometer, and I will read it right now. And as long as I have the liquid boiling and there's a drop on the end of the thermometer, I know that the temperature of the thermometer should be reading whatever the temperature of the vapors is, and that then would be the boiling point. The accurate boiling point is really the temperature of the vapors. And right at the moment, the thermometer, can't see it from there, I'm sure, but I can see it, and the thermometer is reading right at 61 degrees, and it's staying rock steady. Now, sometimes boiling points can fool you, and they'll seem to stay steady at a particular point, but if you keep on trying, heating it, taking the flame away, reheating it, taking the flame away, keeping a steady boil, but not letting the vapors escape out the top of the test tube, sometimes the temperature will go higher. It can't go higher than the boiling point, so you want it to get as high as it can, as long as there's liquid remaining in the test tube and as long as there's your drop hanging on the end of the thermometer. At this point, it's actually going to be a little bit higher. It's up to about 65 degrees. I'm going to keep on trying, just to be sure, making sure that the vapors don't escape out the top, which means the liquid will remain in the test tube. As long as I keep heating it, little by little, heating a little, taking the flame away, heating a little more, taking the flame away, and keeping it boiling steadily so that there's a drop of liquid on the end of the thermometer the whole time. It's not going to go higher than the boiling point, so the highest it actually gets to will be your boiling point. And it looks like it's staying right steady right at 65, so I'm pretty sure that the boiling point of the solvent must be right at 65. When you're done, obviously then turn off the Bunsen burner, let everything cool down, take it apart, clean it up, and put it away. And that's how you do a boiling point.